Namaste, friends. My name is Heather Wiest with Love Serve Inspire, and today I'll be guiding you through a restorative yoga pillow practice. For today's practice, you'll need 2 pillows, either standard size or king size, and an additional blanket if wanted for Shavasana at the end. I'm here to guide you, but you are always your best teacher, so please listen to your body. Stay safe and have fun. If you'd like to put on some relaxing music in the background for yourself, please do so. I do have a Spotify, Love Serve Inspire, with a multitude of restorative and sweet surrender playlists that would go along with this class. So we're going to begin by taking our 2 pillows, and we're going to come into a pose called Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining bound angle pose. And you can either have a pillow behind you, or you can use both pillows underneath the knees. I have the larger king size pillows, so I'm going to have one under my head, and the other one is going to come underneath my legs as I bring my legs into a butterfly shape. If that does not feel good for your body, feel free to have the legs straight with the pillow underneath the knees of the straight legs. If this is not enough support underneath the thighs and hips, feel free to use one pillow under each thigh and hip, and you can even fold the pillows over. So we're going to begin here just relaxing through the body, consciously relaxing the head, the neck, the shoulders, the torso. The thighs and hips are heavy and the feet relaxed. We're going to take 2 collective breaths together. A nice deep inhale in and let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale and long exhale. Beginning to deepen the breath now, in and out through the nose. And as you inhale, I want you to invite in what you need today. Maybe that's peace. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's clarity of mind, wisdom, relaxation. Whatever you need, invite that in with each inhalation. And with each exhalation, letting go of a stress, a care, a worry. Just using this visual for yourself, just combining our intention with breath. Inhaling what we desire, what we need. Exhaling, let go of what is no longer serving. Restorative yoga. We use these postures and we hold them a little longer, letting the body relax. Giving permission to let go, to rest, renew, and recharge. As we relax and rest, you may notice the mind wants to wander. And that's okay. Just noticing where the mind goes. If it's something that's beneficial to you, great. If not, you can rein your attention back to the breath and your breath intention. This time is also great to pray or meditate, releasing control. And I'll just invite that collective intention into our practice today. I completely relinquish control. I sweetly surrender. I completely relinquish control. I sweetly surrender. If you're working with any particular intentions or would like to invite in another positive affirmation, prayer, or maybe it's just a deep heart longing, just inviting that into your practice now. About one more minute in this first posture. Noticing where you can let go a little bit more. And we'll take 2 deep breaths together. Nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Long exhale out. Bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes. Maybe rock the head gently side to side. If the legs are in a butterfly shape, you're going to use the hands to draw them under the thighs, bringing the knees together, allowing the feet to ground into the mat, noticing the opening into the inner thighs and the outer hips. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the pillow or pillows that are underneath the thighs and hips. You can keep the one behind your head. We're going to hug the knees into the chest. Apanasana. You can stay here, or maybe you bring the forehead towards the knees, just rounding into a little ball. And then releasing the head back down to the mat or pillow. We're going to keep that right knee into the chest. You're going to take that right leg, either ground it to the mat bent, or you can bring it down long. Left arm is going to come underneath that right thigh by the hamstring. And then the right arm just overhead, just getting a nice little stretch from the left fingertips to the right hand. Two more full breaths here. Feel free to adjust that right knee, either more into midline or out to the side for more opening in the hip. And then we're going to go ahead and draw the left knee into the chest. Give yourself another big hug. and releasing to the mat. We'll keep the left knee in this time. Right arm will come underneath that left thigh and hamstring, left arm overhead. Right leg can either be bent, knee and foot to the mat, or extended straight out. Hugging that left knee into the ribs. Moving that leg around if you'd like to get a little more opening into the hips. A few more deep, full breaths here. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that right knee back into the chest. We're going to ground both feet to the mat. And I want you to think here what side you like to lay on, preferably when you're sleeping. Either the right or left, it doesn't matter. We're going to be taking a side lying position using one of the pillows in between the legs, or both if you don't have one underneath the head. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my right side. I'm going to come onto my right side. I'm going to bring my pillow in between the legs. You can fold it over a little bit more if you'd like and just get really comfortable. Maybe you hug that pillow like a body pillow. Just relaxing here, softening into the mat. Maybe the eyes close if that's comfortable for you, making all those little adjustments. As we let the body relax, the mind relaxes. So therapeutic for body, mind, and spirit to allow ourselves times of rest. Relaxing through the face and the jaw, shoulders, neck, legs and feet. Imagining a warm blanket is being draped over you. Feeling the rise and the fall of the breath. Your breath of life flowing freely. Each breath a purpose. About 1 more minute in this shape. we'll take 2 deep breaths together. Nice deep inhale in. Release it out through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Complete exhale. And ever so gently, you're going to open your eyes if they're closed. We're going to use the strength of the arms to bring ourselves on up. If you'd like to stay in this pose a little longer, feel free with any of the postures. If something feels really nice, just stay and linger. Use the strength of the arms to bring myself on up. And just taking a moment to pause. Just noticing how the body is just a little bit softer and relaxed. For our next pose, I'm going to be giving a couple of options. The first one will be a reverse shavasana with the bent knee up towards the body, similar to how you would sleep on the stomach. And then the second option for that would be single pigeon, and we'll be doing it on both sides. I'm going to demonstrate both. For reverse shavasana, you may or may not want a pillow for your head. I'm going to demonstrate the pillow with the head here. And then I'm going to have another pillow as a body pillow. So I'd be coming down onto the belly gently. I'll go ahead and take my gaze towards the right. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring that knee up, the right knee up. And just relax my arm next to my side and just get nice and cozy. So getting a gentle opening through the outer hip into the inner thigh and the leg. Again, this is the gentler of the two options. If you're more open in the hips and would like to take single pigeon today, I'm going to be using my pillows underneath my thighs and glutes. I'm going to start with my right leg forward. I'm going to release the right leg down gently, being really mindful of your knee, making sure it's in a comfortable position. And I'm going to slowly transition all the way down for a hold. If you have an additional blanket, you could use it for the forearms or the head. And then just softening in. Wherever you're at, either the single pigeon or the reverse shavasana, letting the head relax. Full deep breaths. Adjusting as you need to throughout the poses to make it comfortable for you. Letting yourself be very, very floppy, the body weight heavy, feeling supported by the mat or the earth beneath you. You can even do this practice in bed. It's a nice option. You may notice as we do this practice, your tummy makes those little sounds, those little grumbling sounds. As we move from our sympathetic nervous system into our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest system. So as our body rests, our digestive system becomes a little more active. Hence, you will hear those little belly sounds. Completely normal. About 1 more minute on this right first side. We'll take 2 deep breaths together. Nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Long exhale. If you're in that single pigeon, you're very gently going to arise if you're reclining. If you're in the reverse Shavasana, feel free to just take the gaze to the left. Release the right knee to the mat behind you so the leg will come back. And then you can go ahead and take that left leg up and you bring the pillow onto that left side. So just gazing toward the left side and just finding a comfortable position on your belly. If you're transitioning from single pigeon, I would encourage you to tuck those back toes, releasing back that right leg into a tabletop position. Feel free to take a downward facing dog if you'd like to do that. You can take a couple rounds of cat-cow to neutralize here. And then when you feel ready, we'll go ahead and take our single pigeon on the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that left leg forward. I'm going to adjust my pillows here. I'm going to soften in, notice what feels good for my body. Sensation is good, sharp pain is not, so feel free to adjust at any time to make this posture and practice great for you today. And then go ahead and settle down into your single pigeon. Breathing into an area of tightness. If you're in reverse Shavasana, just imagine yourself drifting off to sleep. Just being intrigued by the rhythm of your breath, maybe the sound of your own breath. We breathe about 22,000 times a day, and we really don't notice very many of our breaths. This practice just helps us to tune in a little bit more into that life force that flows freely through our body. I completely relinquish control. I sweetly surrender. Maybe honoring here any intentions you have set. Scanning your body now, head to toe. Where can you relax a little bit more? We cannot be stressed in a relaxed muscle body. About 1 more minute on this side. We'll take 2 deep breaths here. Nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Long exhale. If you're in the reverse Shavasana, we'll be transitioning into a tabletop position, as well as those that are in the single pigeon. Grounding the hands down, releasing the left leg back. Taking any movement that feels good for you. We're going to be taking child's pose next, Balasana. I'm going to be using both of my pillows. So I'm going to have them in front of me. Balasana, child's pose. You can also have another great modification is using one pillow in front of you and one underneath the seat and the knees. If there's any sensation in the knees or you need more support, you can also roll a blanket behind the knees. So I'm going to guide in the variation where the knees are as wide as the mat, big toes touch. If it's better for you to have the knees together, feel free to take that. So again, knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Drawing the pillows in towards your midline. I'm going to go ahead and take my arms in cactus and I'm going to gaze towards the right to begin, and then we'll switch halfway through. Relaxing through the chest and the shoulders, the neck and the jaw. And ever so gently, we're going to take the gaze to the other side. Letting the body soften, the shoulders drawing away from the ears. Balasana, pose of humility and surrender, pose of letting go. noticing where you can let go a little bit more. And we'll take 2 deep breaths together. Nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Long exhale. And ever so gently, we're going to use the strength of the arms to arise, releasing out of our child's pose, Balasana. I'm going to go ahead and move my pillows, release the legs. We're going to be transitioning back down onto our back. We're going to be coming into supported bridge using our pillows, and then we'll be taking a supine twist using our pillows as well. So with supported bridge, we're going to be coming down onto our backs. We're going to be placing those pillows underneath the lower back, 1 or 2. I'm going to try to use 2, and I can always come down to 1. And then I'm going to keep my knees bent for the first option, extending the legs straight out forward to get a little bit of a hip flexor psoas release would be the second option. The third option would be taking the legs to the sky for a gentle inversion, modified Viparita Karani. And so I'm going to go ahead and transition on down. Take your time, modify as you need. My hips and pelvis, I'm going to go ahead and take those pillows right underneath the lower back. I'm going to rest my sacrum on the pillows. Arms are just to the sides, or they can be in a soft diamond shape above the head, or a W, or cactus arms, anything that feels good for you. You can feel free to just relax in this first variation. You can also take a constructive rest positioning with the legs, which means you would take the feet a little wider than hip width distance, and you could knock the knees in. Another good option. And then the second option, you can extend the legs out long, opening up a little bit more through the hip flexors. Recommended only if the low back is healthy and feeling good today. And then last option would be taking both legs to the sky, modified shoulder stand. So picking your variation that feels good for you today. We'll be holding here 2 to 3 minutes. Just soften into something that feels nice right now. Letting the inhalations be full and the exhales complete. Sinking the body into the earth beneath you. you feel like you need a higher level underneath the lower back, always feel free to fold your pillows over. They're very moldable, adjusting to your body preferences. And particularly noticing the face. We hold a lot of tension in our face, consciously relaxing the forehead into the eye sockets, the cheekbones, and the jaw. About 1 more minute in the pose. And we'll take 2 deep breaths together. A nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale. And complete exhale. Wherever you're at, you're going to begin to place a bend into the knees and grounding them back into the mat. Drawing the arms down by the sides if they're anywhere else. Pausing here for a breath. And then we're gently going to lift up the hips and the pelvis. We're going to release the pillows out from under us, drawing the hips and the pelvis back down. So preparing for supine twist, feel free to take a pillow underneath the head or a blanket. We're going to start to the right. I'm going to have a right pillow, or I'm going to have a pillow ready on my right side to place in between my knees. You can always use that other pillow as well underneath the left shoulder if it tends to rise up off the mat. So we're going to bring our arms out into a T, and we're going to be twisting to the right to begin. So I do like to shift my hips a little bit to the left, just to center them down the middle of my mat. Then I'm going to take the knees towards my chest and then over to the right. I'm going to go ahead and adjust a pillow in between my legs for comfort. And then that left arm is out to the side for comfort here. Again, you can prop it up with a pillow if that shoulder raises off of the mat. Gaze where it's comfortable for you, just really softening into this beautiful twist. I like to twist to the right first, just to work along the lines of digestion. As we twist to the right, we work with the ascending colon. And then when we go to the left, the descending colon. Softening through the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Surrender a little bit more. About 1 more minute on this side. And we'll take 2 collective breaths together. Nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another inhale. And exhale. And very gently, we're going to go ahead and bring both knees to center, just releasing that pillow in between. Pausing here for a moment. Maybe it feels good to take the knees into the chest, or maybe a full body stretch. So we'll be taking that twist to the other side, noticing that each side of our twist is different. Honor your body. If you need to take a different modification, please do so. So I'm going to place a bend into the knees, ground the feet down. So I'm going to shift the hips a little to the right just to center down the line, middle line of my mat. Hug the knees in, and I'm going to go ahead and come over that pillow between my legs. Opening the right arm out to the side. Again, if you need a blanket or a pillow underneath that right shoulder, feel free to use it. And then relax as soon as you can. Softening and melting into the mat, into your bed, to the earth. Allow yourself to let go a little bit more. about 1 more minute on this side. We'll take 2 collective breaths together. Nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Longest exhale yet. We're going to slowly return back to center. We're going to slide our way into Shavasana, our final resting pose. I'm going to go ahead and take a pillow underneath my knees. I'm going to use one underneath my head. And I'm going to use a blanket just to drape over my belly. Just having that little extra weight helps me relax. I'm going to come on down, settling into Shavasana. Arms down by the sides, palms facing up and receiving gesture. This is where we let the body just melt. Just settling into your shape here. Making those final adjustments to where you're cozy and comfortable. And I want you to imagine that you're in a beautiful forest somewhere. Maybe it's somewhere real that you've visited, or it's imaginary. And you found a beautiful clearing in the forest, and it's nighttime. As you gaze to the sky, the stars are the brightest you've ever seen. A dark night sky, but the stars beyond bright and beautiful. You search for your favorite constellations. And I want you to imagine those bright, beautiful stars inside of your body. Imagine that night sky all throughout your body. And the stars connecting your toes, through your feet and ankles. They join up through the calves and the shins, the kneecaps, and the thighs and the hips. Imagine the Milky Way just wrapping around your entire torso. And from your heart shoots several shooting stars. Stars continue to connect up through the neck, down through the shoulders, the arms, wrists, and palms. Stars all the way up through your head and beyond. The aliveness of your body. Each breath of your life a purpose. Your bright light shining always. Shavasana. Feel free to rest here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to transition, just beginning to notice your breath of life flowing freely. Each breath a purpose. Bringing some gentle movement to fingers and toes. Maybe rocking the head gently side to side. If it feels right, you can take a full body stretch from head to toe. And then as you're ready, we're going to rest in a fetal position on either side. And just noticing here the effects of the practice. The body relaxed, the mind calm, the spirit at peace. Knowing you can come here at any time, just by noticing the breath and particularly lengthening out the exhalation. Taking all the goodness from your practice today into the rest of your day. Staying calm and centered, no matter what comes your way. We'll use the strength of the arms to make our way into a comfortable seat. And once you find that comfortable seat, just allowing the palms to rest up on the thighs in a receiving gesture. And just resting here for 1 minute of quiet reflection and meditation, fully integrating our practice. Allow yourself to listen and receive. And we'll take 2 collective breaths together. Nice deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Longest exhale yet. Drawing the hands into Heart Center Anjali Mudra. Acknowledging any intentions you have set. It's been a true honor and a pleasure to guide you through your practice. Thank you for sharing your beautiful presence with me. From the light within me, I honor and respect the light within you. Walk in grace and peace and shine bright, my friend. Much love and namaste. Again, my name is Heather Wiest with Love Serve Inspire. Feel free to add a yoga nidra to this practice, a guided relaxation. There's several on my YouTube channel and many more on my website, loveserveinspire.com.